My name is Dominique Touchaud. I'm French. I work in Singapore for Procter & Gamble. So I've always been a fan of FMCG and mass consumption. Was never too fascinated with luxury brands, for instance, which for a Frenchman is a bit unusual. I love products that my grandmother can go to the supermarket and buy. These days I love to work on products that my nephew and my niece can buy online. And I'm really excited to be working on the next generation of business models. So I'm an introvert personally. So the first time I got to stream, I spent the first 2 hours just playing with my phone, which is not too surprising in Asia, until someone from the organization committee came to talk to me and said, well, what are you doing? Because you're not doing anything. And when I explained I was an introvert, Ella was actually that person, took me under her wings and put my name everywhere. That stream was one of the best conferences or exchange and networking moments I've had in my whole professional career. So I've done everything I could since then to be invited back. But I also like to every year lead a couple of discussions on things that are important for me in my professional context and for which I don't think I have all the answers. I've really felt that stream is a place where you can safely admit that you don't know what's going on, and you have a lot of people contributing their little piece of information that helps you paint a better picture. So the discussion this year for me was all about, is advertising dead? And every couple of years somebody predicts that advertising will disappear and that the ad agencies are dinosaurs that are going to become extinct very quickly, and agencies are still there. My job is still there. What I'm doing has very little to do with what I was doing 20 years ago. And so we discussed, it was really fascinating because we discussed the fact that probably advertising, we should change the label, the name, because the job has changed so much that keeping the same label was probably misleading. So I've left the English speakers to find a new label for the whole industry. When I have a question, I would call 5 or 6 people I've met at stream and would ask them, hey, what do you think of this one or that one? And I would have a collective answer that is really very strong. Because at stream you have people who work for established businesses like me, and you have people who work for startups that may not even exist in 2 years or that will have morphed into something different, but at least they're on my radar. And I know that innovation may come from one of these guys. And it's important because I know innovation before it's totally mature. What works at stream is also that the connections are made at the personal level, not an institutional one. And I wonder if there is not a way for marketing to learn from that and to build personal connections with consumers. And doing one-on-one marketing at scale is probably the next frontier for us, or for us as an industry or as a profession. I think that's trying to do individualism in a collective context is really a fascinating challenge.